Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Aunt Allie's Storytime. So today I am going to be bringing back a beloved character. I have heard from so many people who tell me how much their children are enjoying the Grumpy Monkey book. So today I decided that I was going to do another Grumpy Monkey book. So today our story is Grumpy Monkey Up All Night, and Chimpanzee is going to a sleepover. How much fun are sleepovers? How many of you have been to a sleepover? I have been. When I was a little girl, I used to go to sleepovers all the time. And I remember going to my friend Heather's house for sleepovers because we could stay up all night long, and we would stay up all night long watching movies at her house. And if I was at home, I would have had to go to bed at a certain time because I had a bedtime curfew, I guess you could say. So, or expectation, I had to be in bed by a certain time. And I'm sure that's how it is for a lot of you too. But Jim is going to a sleepover, and we are going to find out what happens at his sleepover and how long he makes it to stay up. Early in the evening, just about supper time, Norman heard a whole lot of whooping and hollering next door. So there's our buddy Norman. Remember him from the first book? What's the ruckus? Norman asked his neighbor, Chimpanzee. I'm so excited, Jim exclaimed. I'm going to a sleepover at my parents' house. So monkeys in the wild, they live all on their own, and he's going back to his parents' house for a sleepover. My whole family will be there. Mom, Dad, and my big sisters, Anne and Nan. Who's that? Asked Norman. Oh, yeah, my little brother, Tim, grumbled Jim. But never mind, it'll still be fun. Sleepovers are a good time, Norman agreed. So can you see there is the family picture, and you can see they all kind of have that look about them, don't they? They all kind of have that grumpy look. I think that's a family of grumpy monkeys. Jim talked about all the great things he would do. First, we'll go termite fishing. Next, we'll tell scary stories. Then we'll have a midnight feast and wash it down with some jungle punch. He has a lot planned for this sleepover, doesn't he? I wouldn't drink punch too close to bedtime, Norman advised. Bedtime? Exclaimed Jim. Nobody sleeps at a sleepover. We're going to stay up all night. Sounds fun, said Norman. Mind if I tag along? A little later, they arrived at the tree where Jim's parents lived. It's my little grumpy monkey, Jim's mom cried as she gave him a big hug. I'm so happy to see you. Mom, moaned Jim, I'm not little, and I'm not a monkey. I'm an ape. Jim's mom smiled and ruffled his fur. But you sure are grumpy, she said. No, I'm not, Jim scowled. I like your mom, said Norman. No fair. You didn't say we could bring a friend, said a voice coming down the path. Who's that? Asked Norman. Tim! Exclaimed Jim's family. I thought you said he was your little brother, said Norman. Huh, I had a growth spurt, said Tim. Oh boy. What should we do first? Asked Jim's mom. Everyone answered at once. Termite fishing! Pick fleas off each other! Bob for mangoes! I know, said Tim. Measure each other to see who's the tallest. Maybe our guests should choose, suggested Jim's dad, turning to Norman. It's a tough decision, said Norman. It all sounds fun. Don't worry, said Anne. There'll be plenty of time to do everything because we're going to stay up all night, cheered Jim and his siblings. Oh, I don't know, Jim's mom said. Staying up all night could make for some very grumpy monkeys. Grumpy monkeys. Are you grumpy if you stay up all night and don't get enough sleep? I am. And then the games began. Termite fishing and flea picking. Looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Well, except for the flea picking. I don't know if I'd like that so much. Bobbing for mangoes. Scary stories. It was a dark and stormy night, said Jim. Tim trembled. Your brother's scared, said Jim's mom. Why not tell a happy story instead? Do you like scary stories? I don't like scary stories. I don't like anything that's going to make me scared. Midnight feast. Hey, you have to share the jungle punch. You didn't share the bananas. There's their midnight feast. Stay up all night. It's really dark, said Tim, looking around. Because it's night, snapped Jim. Are you grumpy? Asked Tim. No, said Jim. Just then they heard a noise. Thunder! Shouted Tim, and his eyes went wide. Oh no, now it's dark and stormy. Tim sounds like he's a little bit of afraid. I'd be afraid too. Don't worry, said Jim. It's just Norman snoring. He does a lot of funny snores. Sometimes it sounds like rah, 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 rah. And sometimes it sounds like Tim laughed. Other times it's like ha whee whee. Jim and Tim laughed all night long. Shoo! Norman. I don't know. I don't think I snore. I'm told that I snore. As the sun came up, Tim fell asleep. Good idea, little brother, said Jim as he tucked Tim in and lay down. But just as he was about to close his eyes, Good morning, my monkeys, sang Jim's mom. Mom, shouted Jim, we're not monkeys, we're apes. I prefer gorilla, but yeah, ape works, said Norman. Oh, Jim, I told you staying up all night would make you grumpy, said Jim's mom, ruffling his fur. I'm not. You'll always be my grumpy monkey, whispered Jim's mom. So there we have it. The story of Grumpy Monkey. So did he make it all night? He did. He fell asleep the next morning when the sun was up and everybody else was awake. So poor chimpanzee. Now he's going to have a sleepy day ahead of him, isn't he? So that was our story of Grumpy Monkey and Grumpy Monkey Up All Night by Suzanne Lang and illustrated by Max Lang. I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to coming back to your computer screen, your iPad screen, your phone screen, again with another story real soon. But until then, sleep tight, peaceful slumbers, and we'll see you next time.